Ben, are you having a great time here?
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can change that. And the thing is, like, my name is Ben, as I said, and she introduced me quite well. But the thing is, I'm an exchange student from Germany. And we Germans are not supposed to be having any sense of humor, are we? It takes a while, let it sink in. But the thing is, like, we don't have any sense of humor except for our politicians. Like, look at our recent one. It's not fish, it's not flesh, it's somewhere in between. And let's be honest, the most funniest politician that we ever had, we had to fly in from Austria. I see now all of a sudden the history majors are going to come up and be like, he said something that I've heard. Welcome you guys. So, and while I'm here, I'm studying English literature, which is basically the art department. Anybody else studying English literature and art? Yeah! Nice! I love you guys. Any med students in here? Yes. Nice one. The only thing is, there should be way more med students up in here because they need a proper sense of humor. Like later on in their life, the one question that they will always have but never can ask is like, sir, how did you manage to get that object up there? It's like a light bulb. Really? I mean, I'm not questioning your skills on that, but a light bulb? You know? So any law and economics students have been here? Okay, they're going to be quiet because they say, I'm not going to say it without my attorney present. You know? Now I know it's pretty messed up on that. But the cool thing about that one is, I just pointed out like 3 major groups, except us, literature and art studies. They're all going to be massively, you know, like, dominating our lives. Because on the average, like the average person, is basically going to see his doctor like 6 times a year. He's going to see his accountant like 2 times a month. And he's going to see like his lawyer about 10 times a lifetime, depending on how many times he chooses to marry. But all of these 3 groups, which are like socially highly regarded, will meet at least 20 times a year a cab driver. And that's where we come in. On the way to the airport, we're just going to lecture on the 19th century and going to be like, oh, what were those inventions? And I know the future impacts on generations to come. We're going to make a massive tip out of that. We're going to beat Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, or whatever that name is. And especially on that one, because they got immensely rich about a topic that we don't understand. Mark Zuckerberg, massive. I got myself a Facebook account, because I love that. You know, I was just trying to spread that wisdom that I just learned here at university. I just love it, you know. So I just put up stuff like, beauty is everywhere, or welcome guests. It's by Goethe. It's awesome, you know. I just wanted to spread the wisdom, but then I degraded. Nowadays my status is basically, I make myself a bowl of spaghettis, and I post a picture of that. The thing is, somewhere else in the world, they fucking bring down dictators and start a revolution, and I got a bowl of spaghetti. That's the end of it. But the cool thing about that is, I reckon that's how they brought down Bin Laden. I picture Bin Laden sitting down there in his chair, watching porn. I know you pay attention. So he's checking there on his iPhone and accidentally hit this button, check in. So all of a sudden there's like Bin Laden checked in at Pakistan suburbia. Fucking somebody going weird at the CIA headquarters and be like, I told you I would find this guy on Facebook. It's like, so, but one thing is, you should have remembered that the internet doesn't forget. But then again, it's a guy. And we guys forget. We forget everything. We forget anniversaries, first dates, last names, first names, last names. Anyway, like we forget everything. And that's the reason, you know, like why we're single. I mean, we forget everything, which really matters, but we are so certain about how many goals Wayne Rooney scored last season, if any, and are still capable of listing everybody who gave him an assist in alphabetical order. Talking about selective memory, med student. So I'm just saying, so we forget about that, so that's why we single. But the thing is, being single now is really nice. I mean, everything is up for you. You know, there's single meals, there's single beds, there's hit singles, there's even single parties, which happen to be quite boring because only one person shows up. But overall, you know, I was always at that point of saying, all right, being single is not that bad. But then it happened. I went into the coffee shop. Just one time. Just went up there. I said I wanted to have a coffee. I didn't ask for a black Americano because in Brighton that could lead to some I was just going up there and saying like, I want to have a coffee. And she goes like, regular or single? I'm like, excuse you, my sex life is not popular. I was like, how the fuck can we actually fight back? I found out a way. Now these days, when I get on the bus, I make sure that behind me there's a mom, like 2 kids. So I get up to the bus driver and I said, I'd like to have a family ticket. And these guys, they were going to be in. It's my crowd. You know, just to make sure to overcome that point. And the thing is, that's why we guys are single. But then, in terms of the memory, that's why you women are single as well. Because you remember everything. Fucking A, you remember everything. Never start an argument with a woman because she can nail you down on what you said 2 years back in time. It's like I'm Michael J. Fox. Just draw it and say like, I didn't say that. Oh yeah, you did. So it's like, and that's why I'm more women in politics. You know, like the leader of the opposition could go like, okay, Madam Prime Minister, I didn't say on the last election that I would take care of that budget within a year's time. And she would go, you did. And she would recite it word by word because that's how they work. I mean, they're fucking good. And the thing is, but that's the thing why they are single, you know? The thing with single women is because they remember. I call it the 3 Hughes syndrome. Hugh Jackman, Hugh Laurie, and Hugh Grant. So basically, you gotta be, as a guy, everything that they represent. Now, I need you to hold this for a second. Because let's see how that will work out. Alright? Now we got a guy that should be a swab, which I tend to be. We gotta be wild on that one as well. It doesn't make it any better, but so we gotta be cool, and the lack of the sunglasses, I'm just gonna put on the cap. We gotta be romantic, and the lack of a proper flower. I just picked up. You gotta be well educated, so I just brought the biggest book that I could find lying around. You gotta be tough, and in terms of missing a bat, that's the only thing that I could actually think of. So basically, you stand like, and you gotta be funny. A baby seal walks into a club. So you see that, and that doesn't really work. I can't even hold the mic. Thank you for that one. So, in terms of that, we've actually pointed out one major thing. You've got to be nice to nerds because you wind up working for them. That's what Goethe said. And that's what I posted on Facebook 2 weeks ago. Thank you very much, Steve.